Hello everybody! Today I've decided to do something stupid. You see, I decided I would torture myself. You see, I decided I was going to beat all of Fallout 2 without getting hit. Here you can see the build I'm going for. We're going to use energy weapons and fast shot for a lot of shooting. We need melee weapons for the start, and we need speech to get past Cameron. We're also going with low endurance and charisma, high perception, agility, and luck. Before we continue, I want to lay down some of the ground rules for the actual challenge, which is something I didn't do before. So, for this challenge, we're counting a hit anything that was a direct attack from an enemy or a trap from an enemy. We do not consider hazards hits, such as, for example, radiation hits, or if you step on something that is electrocuted, it doesn't count as a hit if you cannot avoid it somehow. However, if I am to touch a door that is electrified with a trap or something, that would count as a hit. And so far, we have avoided any and all hits. We want very high perception for two reasons. It will allow us to hit enemies from very far away without suffering the modifiers to hit, but it will also ensure that during random encounters, I spawn very far away from enemies, and therefore am not immediately hit by them as soon as the encounter begins. Now, the reason we tagged speech instead of just leveling it normally is because that's the only way to be able to avoid this fight, which I would not be able to beat without getting hit. Regardless, it's done. We have finished the Trials of Arroyo. Awesome. And as always, we're about to go on a nice little trek across the wasteland to acquire some necessary equipment for our journey.
Started the episode putting his balls in my face.
Alright, we finally made it to Navarro. And, as before, this is going to be hard to get inside of this military base, guys. This is going to be one of the most difficult things I have ever attempted. So now that we're inside, I'm gonna go get my armor. Feels like home. Oh, and before I forget, gotta get that XP.
'Cause I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. Jingle, jangle. Fuck!
Now that we're back in San Francisco, and, you know, we had a few encounters on the way, which, you know, allowed us to get a little bit of extra experience. Let's just unload this, get that out. And let's give Matt the plans that he asked for. I forgot to grab the plans. Give Matt the vertebrate plans and get a ton of XP for it. Alright, gang. Now that we've acquired our weapons and armor and we're reasonably powerful, time to once again drag our balls through the sea of wet cement and broken glass that is the wasteland. I don't usually do Mariposa for these runs, I've decided that today we're going to do it a little differently. Since this is a no-hit run, and we're trying to make this a little impressive, how about we just beat every difficult fight in the game? Our main concern right now is just getting a little bit more experience so that we get a few more levels so that we're going to deal a little bit more damage during later encounters. For that, the NCR serves just fine. Where's my money? There. Since we're in the neighborhood, I'm also going to make sure to clear out these slavers outside of NCR, just for a little bit of extra experience. That was close. There we go. That's all the slavers dealt with. Now we just need to free the actual prisoners. Now that we've dealt with the slavers outside, it's important to talk to the sheriff and ask him about honest work. Now, he'll tell you about Weston, who wants to give you work, and also President Tandy. She's looking to hire somebody, so go to her office and ask about that, and that will allow you entry. Now, it is important that you talk to this guy, otherwise you won't be able to get in to see her unless you've already been to Vault 15. Since we haven't, we need to do it this way. Talk to this guy, here to see President Tandy concerning a job. He'll open the door for you, and the guards should not shoot at you. Tell him you're here to see President Tandy, and just go right in, open the door, and talk to Tandy.
I'm Tandy, president of NCR. My boys tell me you're looking for work. What are you handy at?
I've been told, Madam President, that I have a way with words.
You sound like just what's needed.
Excellent. How can I help
We
you?
need some computer parts from our old base.
Be happy to
Fair
help you
enough.
out. And now, we can go to Vault 15. Here, we do as we've done before, and we talk to this lady. And we promise to help find her daughter. Get here, deal with the guard, who is immediately terrified of us and runs away like a little bitch. Bro's name was Phil, not anymore. Now it's Land Phil. I don't know. Watch me kill this other raider. Her name was Carla, and now she's a pile of ash, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to go for here, guys. Like I'm not smart. I'm not. That's not me. I play video games. I'm good at the video game. So we need to get this from him. This is very important because there's a trap right here, and if we don't disarm the trap, then we lose health, and that will kill the run. So, now that it's open, she'll threaten to kick us in the nuts, which would automatically invalidate the run, so we need to talk her out of that. Then we head back here, talk to her, she thanks us, we explain what happened, and then she tells us to go talk to the big cheese in charge. Talk to this guy, ask him about everything, and then he gives us this card, which is also important in order to open this without getting electrocuted. So let's just go ahead and open it up and go on through. Grab the location of Vault 15 from that computer. Make sure to also grab details showing that there is a spy in the NCR, and then let's head back. Once we get back here, let this guy know that the people of Vault 15 want to make a deal, and let's talk to Tandy.
Back, are you, stranger? So the job's done?
Yep,
So
squatters want a
I
deal.
got rich.
Quite sure, there were some lowlifes there, but I kicked their asses. Also, there's a spy in the NCR, so I'll talk to your butler about it. Yo. Also, there's a spy. Take a look at this. Thanks, have a nice day. And we got 9,000 XP for it. Having finished what we're doing at the NCR, we need to drop by new Reno Arms so that we can buy the voice module to use at Vault 13. Alright, now that we're at Vault 13, and we definitely didn't come here earlier and forgot the voice module chip, let's talk to Gruthar again. Make sure everything is cool with him. Ask him about the family and such. And, you know, fix his computer while we're at it. How's it going, big dog? Or lizard, iguana thing? Aren't they based off chameleons or something? Like the original species was a chameleon. I am unsure. Regardless, this we just gotta open up. We can see that the piece is missing, and so we just plop it in, and that's that. Additionally, because our lockpicking skill is kind of pathetic right now, we're not going to be able to grab the navcom just yet. So, we are actually done here. And we leveled up again. At this point, my repair skill is high enough, so I think we can get through the old military base now. It was around this point that I started feeling as though the pulse rifle, while good, wasn't giving me the damage output that I felt like I needed. So I switched for a Gatling laser, which to me is overall a much cooler weapon. And we leveled up again. As before, since we're wearing Enclave power armor, or advanced power armor, we're able to walk right through without anyone questioning us. If we go here, we'll actually find that our tribe is here, even if we didn't go to Arroyo. Let them know that we're going to save them, and then just leave them behind. Now, we are coming to the only place in the game where there is unavoidable damage. There's nothing that can be done in this area to avoid taking at least 1 point of damage. This is electrical damage. It goes through things. I don't consider this a hit, as there is nothing you can do about it. However, what we can do is we can come right here and we can loot these lockers for some additional stuff, namely Mark II Advanced Power Armor, which is the one that the Enclave wears during the events of Fallout 3. The more you know. Regardless, after these men have witnessed us change and saw that we very clearly were not born of the Enclave, they assume that, thanks to our supreme virility, we were simply recruited to their cause and they allow us to pass regardless. We're also going to go to this side so that we can acquire a second Gek. Why? And with that section concluded, let's go ahead and fix ourselves right up. Might as well use regular Stimpaks. Let's talk to this guy now and tell him that, hey, turns out, killing a bunch of people for no reason is actually really, really bad. And so he changes his mind about it and instead decides to kill everyone in the Enclave oil station except for the people who aren't Enclave. However, this includes the President of the United States, and we can't let that happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to load the President up with Super Stimpaks in order to ensure that he lives. Observe. Let's just begin loading him up with all of our Super Stimpaks just to make sure he is able to survive what comes next. It is very important to properly immunize and be vaccinated, guys. Really, don't be an anti-vaxxer. It's really, really bad for you. Always take your vaccinations at their due time and trust your doctors, guys. Really, it's really important that you trust your doctors. Well, that's about all the ones I have. I think we can trust them to do their work. So we'll just wait here for 10 minutes. As you can see, the President is fine. And he even rewards us with his security card for our showing of great loyalty and determination. However, he doesn't know this, but we do need to come here and blow up the reactor because, and you're not going to believe this, guys, the reactor is a communist. So we need to blow it up. There you go. As you can see, we've destroyed the reactor and we're rewarded for our patriotic service with 10,000 XP. And now that that's done, we do still have one more obstacle to deal with. It's quite unfortunate, but these brave men and women are confused, and they're not aware that the reactor was in fact a communist. They didn't know. They had no way of knowing. And so, it's unfortunate, but we need to take care of them. For they don't know any better. Now, the reason we're doing this is actually because we need Frank Horrigan to come all the way over here so that we can fight him without the turrets. We're also going to take all of our drugs in order to make ourselves that much stronger. Actually. So at this point, I was kind of trying to figure out how I could get Frank to the doorway without him being able to shoot me. I understood that I needed to take out most, if not all, of these guys before that happened. The question was how I was going to be able to do that without ever getting hit in the exchange, because these guys are the toughest in the game, and Frank is the strongest enemy in the entire game. So this took me quite a few attempts. Eventually, I managed to get Horrigan stuck here. From that moment on, it was just a matter of being able to exit the map and then coming back inside without Horrigan activating and being able to take shots at him without him being able to get up and shoot back at me. This was a lot of fun. Nice. We got 2 kills this time. Now, Frank activates, this person gets up, and they're gonna come running, and they're gonna get stuck right there. And now it's our turn. Okay, so now that we've managed to pull Frank Horrigan to that side room, and dealt with most of his goons, now we go through here and we trigger the dialogue. And then before he has the chance to do so, we're gonna start combat and run away, all the way over here, and then while here, we're going to save again. Just like that, we've managed to defeat Frank Horrigan himself without getting hit. Can I get a hell yeah? If you got all the way over here to the video, to the end of the video, I want you to spam in the chat, Frank the Tank hit the dank. That's it. That's all you gotta say. Confuse everybody else. I don't care. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know I did. This was a lot of fun. It was real challenging. It was real hard to pull off, but we did it. I'm feeling real good about this one. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you all next time. Have a good one, and cheers!